What's going on, y'all? It is Kev here, and I'm back with another video for y'all. Man, today, guys, I want to talk about the Pokemon community. As always, y'all already know we do Pokemon here on this channel, right? So let's talk about it. This is gonna be a rant. I'm just gonna let y'all know off the rip. This is a rant. So, with everything in the Pokemon community, I want to talk about how the community is still fun. And I want you guys, if you guys are gonna listen, if you guys listen or watch any of my videos and take anything from any one of my videos, Pokemon is still fun. Stop listening to the naysayers. I'm just there's no other way for me to kind of put that, because when I got into the Pokemon community back in late November and beginning of December, right? Everybody says it's the worst time to get into it, man. It's really bad. It's hard to get into the community right now. Things are going up, right? And now things are really, really high up there, really super crazy. And now it's even getting worse. And again, it's the same thing. Same naysayers is bad. Don't get in community, get out of it for a little bit. I'm going to focus on something else. And that's fine. If there's people out there that rather go and focus on other things, that's fine. I focus on other things too, other than Pokemon. I know that's mainly what I predominantly focus on this channel and what I do, but I have other interests. I have other hobbies I can get into. Like, I recently just started getting into One Piece, because I thought some of the One Piece stuff was really cool, but that's neither here nor there, right? But what I'm saying is, when I got into the Pokemon community, it was really hard. And guys, I started with $40. I paid $40 for a Stellar Crown ATB. I was paying $20 for a binder. This particular binder right over here. I'm going to pull this out so y'all can see it. I've showed this binder so many times on this channel now. This binder right here, I paid $20 for this binder. I paid $40 for a Stellar Crown ATP that nobody wanted, because, again, it seems like everybody wants the hottest set. Nobody cares about, the Stellar Crowns, the Temple Forces, things of that, the Obsidian Flames, right? Nobody cared about those sets. Everybody wanted the hottest stuff. I focused on literally the cheap stuff. The Stellar Crowns, the Shrouded Fables, the Temple Forces, the things like that nobody literally wanted. And that's how I got into this hobby. I literally opened up a whole bunch of Stellar Crown because it was just super cheap. I paid $40 for an ETB. I literally pulled 2 chase cards out of that first ETB I pulled. I pulled literally a $60 card and I pulled a $30 card. Guess what? I traded both of those cards in and I picked up 2 more Stellar Crown ETBs, and that's how I got into collecting and build my collection. You could do that. That is literally a strategy I still follow and I still do every single day. Every time I get polls on the channel, half of those polls more than likely are either going to one of my vendors or it's going to Facebook Market, eBay, or something where somewhere I'm going to go ahead and sell it, so I could get more money, so I could buy more product. And in a market like this that's crazy and volatile, you're going to want to do that. You're going to want to sell stuff that you don't want in your personal collection, but it's worth some money, so you could go ahead and do it. People have been doing that forever. In this stage of the game, it's very important you start doing that, because there are a lot of folks out here that are now hogging cards, right? Massive buyouts are happening. There are people that are holding on the cards because they know it's going to shoot up in value, right? This is where a lot of people are now starting to blame the investment bros, right? Because now they're like, yo, these investment bros are holding on to cards and sell product, so that means that everything's going up and we can get it. And if they do sell it, they're selling at super high prices, which in a lot of cases is true. That's just the market. And in a lot of cases, that's going to be true. And I don't blame them. Hey, a lot of these investment guys have been doing this stuff forever. I literally have friends that have been doing this stuff forever. They have storages of sealed product they sit on, and they've been doing it forever. It wasn't a problem. It literally wasn't a problem until this market became exploded and everything's going up. And now there's a problem with investment bros. I'm not saying that all investment bros are great guys, right? But there are some out there that just gives terrible advice. They're FOMOing and they're in touch with the hobby. And when I say in touch with the hobby, I'm sure you already know the biggest one I'm talking about right now is Nomics. He recently uploaded a video saying, let's talk, right? And in that particular video talks about it, and he seemed like he was very in touch with his community and the folks. Like, every one of his videos now, dislikes have been crazy, and like all his comments have just been digging on him of being in touch with the community now, right? In that video, He mainly particularly said, hey, you know what, maybe this isn't for you. All y'all complaining, all y'all this, all y'all that, maybe you should leave, focus something else, right? So he was really digging into that. So again, Nostalgia Nomics, I do listen to a lot of his stuff. I do agree with some of his stuff. I think in that video I understand where he's coming from, right? You know, I think he's more trying, I believe he's more trying to say, hey, you know what, there's other things to focus on than just the top set. Like I'm saying right now, because it's true, there are other things to focus on than just the top set. Guys, all because I open up Prismatic does not mean you have to. Guys, all because I open up, I don't know, let's say Surging Sparks doesn't mean you have to. You guys can pick up Stellar, and a lot of times I do pick up Stellar. Shrouded now is going up, right? Because nobody wanted it and it was the only thing you could pick up. Now that's going up too. Everything is now going up. It's getting crazy because literally everybody's buying everything up, and then all the stuff that's left, whatever's left, guess what? That's going to be eaten up too. Literally going to be eaten up too. And that's what's happening right now. The Pokemon Center doesn't even have Shroud Fade Blue TBs anymore. I literally told everybody within all weeks, hey, buy some, you're going to get some. Do it. Do it. You should. They're going to sell out. And that's what happened. They sold out. They just sold out Voltage booster boxes on the Pokemon Center as well. Like, things are selling out. So in a market like this, man, like when everything is crazy, there's a lot of videos being dropped about, there's a lot of blame shifting around, right? You know, and there's a lot. I mean, it's not just Nomics, you know, that makes these type of videos. There are a lot of other smaller channels. There's a lot of other bigger channels as well. There's some of them I love and 100% agree with. There's ones I listen to and I'm willing to take their opinions, but maybe not agree with them as much because they in some ways are hypocrites themselves, Kenny. But yeah, you know, all y'all already know here on this channel, right? I try to encourage positivity in this community. I want people to try to see there is a light at the end of the tunnel. There is a light at the end of this tunnel, guys, right? So just keep your heads up, man. Keep doing what you guys have to do. There is still things that you could do in this community. There are still things that you could buy. There's plenty of people that are willing to take trades. A lot of people, I feel like, maybe don't think that other Pokemon people are willing to take trades. I trade stuff all the time. It's a big thing. There's trade shows you could go, we wheel and deal. There are local mom and pop shops that are not as big. If you really Google like you do a deep Google search, you'll find mom and pop shops that are not as big, and they might have product and they're willing to wheel and deal. My buddy's shop is one of them. He's a very small mom and pop shop. A lot of people don't know about it, and when the customers do come in, they see there's product, it sells right away because now they know about this place. So look around, like trade around. Get into communities. There's Discord communities, Facebook communities that you get into, trade and sell, right? There's plays that you can still do out there. If you have like top cards, right, that are worth some money, maybe if they're in good condition, look at maybe spending a little bit extra money, get them graded, and then flip it for more money. There are still plays that you guys can still do. The hobby is still fun. I got into this hobby in the most craziest time ever, in the most craziest market ever, and look at me now. Look behind me. I started with literally a small table and a binder, and now I got display cases of hip cards. I got a full setup. I'm doing a whole YouTube channel on it now. Like, I did this within literally under 3 months. You could do it. Anybody could do it. And it's not like I put a crazy amount of money in this either. A lot of the times, a lot of the products I get, I do for trades, or I sell the cards that I get. It just, luckily, this particular Timmy, by the way, inside joke, y'all don't know. This particular Timmy just ends up pulling good cards. I pulled the Sylveon EX last night on stream, first pack magic. We literally got 3 chop chase cards out of that. The night before that, I pulled nice cards too, right? There's also a lot of people, because of in this market that's so volatile, right? You know, they're not opening products up because they know it's going to go up, or they don't want to open it up and get nothing out of it, and then they know they can't get more product, right? I see it in the Facebook groups all the time where people ask, should I open this product or not? And most of the time my answer is I tell them to open it. Guys, the whole point of this hobby is to literally have fun, enjoy it with your kids, with yourself, your friends, your buddy, and open up some packs. The whole point of Pokemon cards is to get packs and open them. Literally, that's the whole point of Pokemon cards, right? If you're a collector, that's fine. You're an investor, that's fine. But ultimately, let's not forget what this hobby is about, is connecting with humans and people and making a bond and actually having fun and actually ripping these up. Like, dude, I get so much. You guys can't see the dislike ratio of most of my stuff sometimes, but I get dislikes because I rip up stuff and I get hits. And then people don't believe that I get these crazy hits. Well, guess what? I would never know the hits were in there if I didn't open the box. The point of it is that I want to have fun. And no matter what I get out of it, I'm going to have fun. Right? And it just ends up working out. And I feel like I get rewarded by Lady Luck. Again, inside joke. I call her Lady Luck. I feel like Lady Luck rewards me when I rip stuff up on the channel because I'm doing this hobby right. Stop listening to all these freaking naysayers out here. Everybody's saying, do this, do that. Don't do this, don't do that. Why don't we all just chill out, sit down, and just touch the grass and rip some packs? I kid you not, like... It's that simple. You have some stuff to rip up. Hey, you know what? You know you can't get your hands on stuff, but you got this right now. Rip some stuff up. You might get some more cards. You might be able to sell that stuff and get some more cards. And if not, at least you had fun ripping up some stuff and you now have stuff to put in your collection. I still open up stuff just to do master sets. Do people not do master sets anymore? Like... Come on, guys. If you're going to do a master set or you're the folks that sells master sets, you're going to have to rip stuff up or you're going to have to buy those singles, right? There's got to be some way you're paying for that stuff, some way, somewhere. Like, yes, initially you will have to invest a little bit of your own money into this. But again, once you put a certain amount in, right, and there's certain plays that you're doing, you don't have to put as much back in. Like, literally, I've gone to the point where I'm not putting as much of my own personal money into this hobby because of the cards that I get, the trades that I do, right? You know what I mean? The bulk that I have from ripping stuff. Like, guys, there's so much to do in this hobby. So much to do. It's still a fun hobby. Stop listening to some of these pokey YouTubers out here that are giving you guys the wrong advice, right? Or they're giving you the wrong advice. That's my opinion. Ultimately, this is a rant for me. This is all my opinion. But stop listening to some of these guys. They're giving you the wrong advice. If you're just not happy with the hobby and you have other things you rather focus on, that's fine. But do not listen to people that are telling you to leave the hobby because it's crazy right now or you're not made for this. It's like, what do you mean? It's their cards. They're paper. What do you mean you're not made for this? The only thing you really need is a little bit of money. That's it. And the courage to open up a box or two. That's it. Like, that's like, guys. And again, I understand product is hard to get. I truly get that. Right? I understand that. But I promise you, there's products out there that you could get if you're not looking for the top stuff. Stop looking for prismatic. Stop looking for surging. Stop looking for 151. Right? Look for stuff that you could get. If you got a Sam's Club membership, Sam's is consistently dropping the Crown Zenith. If you got a Best Buy, go to Best Buy. I constantly go to Best Buy and still find stuff on the shelves there. You know, like, you know, those little lunch boxes. I don't know what you call it. Those collection lunch boxes. They got little sleeves here and there. They got Pokeballs that now seem people are picking up because, again, those are the only things that people could pick up. Like, there is stuff you can still get. Just stop looking for the chase crazy stuff because now even all the stuff that nobody wants is going up. Ascending Flames now going up. Temporal Forces now going up. Silver Tempest now going up. Everything is going up, right? So stop worrying about, oh, how much money is in here or if I'm going to make my money back doing this. Why don't you worry about, hey, why don't you worry about just making a budget and how much you're willing to spend on something. Focus on purchasing what's in that range, right? And then at that point, you decide if you're an investor to hold on to it or if you're a ripper like me at Timmy where you're going to go ahead and rip it up, have a little bit of fun. Ultimately, do what y'all want. Do what you believe that's going to be right for you and what's in this stage of your hobby. This is just all my opinion on everything, right? Like I said, guys, there's a lot of naysayers out there and a lot of biased people out there. Stop listening to them. Literally, stop listening to them. If there's anybody going to listen to me. I'm telling you, listen to me. I'm one of the only guys probably on this channel. There's only a few folks on YouTube that I watch because those guys are genuine. I'm talking like, hey, they rip up packs, they walk the walk, and they talk the talk. I'm telling you, they talk it and they walk it too. Literally, they talk it and they walk it. That's how it should be. Kid you not, I love it. I love it. right? Even the investment side. If you're an investment a person and you do the investment stuff, there are great investment channels out there you can watch, right? Smaller channels, you maybe not, they're not as big, maybe as in Nomics or somebody like that. But I watch literally Team Rocket Joey all the time. I love his stuff. Literally love his stuff. He makes it entertaining. He keeps it real with y'all, right? Some of the stuff people might consider cringe, but hey, ultimately, he's having fun. Again, that's the whole point of this hobby. He's having fun. He's giving y'all good advice. He's having fun with it at the same time, right? And he's keeping it real. There's a lot of people out there that are like that. Look it up. Look them up. There are plenty of channels to watch out there. Stop listening just to these big YouTubers, right? That don't, and I'm just saying it out here. Stop listening to these big YouTubers that are not in touch with you. They're not in the position as you. And if they were in the position of you a very long time ago. And again, they become unattached, right? It's kind of like having that manager, right? That has been a manager for like 10 years. And because he's been off the floor for so long, now, he has those bad manager habits, you know what I mean? And he's not really in touch with the representatives like he used to. And he says, no, he understands where the representatives are coming from, but he's been a manager so long. How could he understand where the representatives are coming from? You know what I'm saying? I have managers literally at work sometimes that go back to being regular reps and then go back to being a manager just so they're not offline like that. So you're still in touch with the representatives. Kid you not. I still have folks that do that. So again, guys, just a little quick rant from me. I'm just letting y'all know it's still a fun hobby. Stop listening to these naysayers out here. Do what you have to do for you to benefit in this hobby, all right? Ultimately, you should watch out for number one, you. Nobody else. Just make sure you are good. And when I say you, I mean like in a sense you and your family. I mean, I'm not saying like, forget everybody else. I'm just talking like in the sense like you. Just take care of you. Focus on you. Forget about what these other big guys are doing, what these other people are doing. Just focus on what you could do, right? Why worry about things you can't control? Let's worry about the things you can control. That's what I love, the way I see things. I worry about the things I can control instead of worrying about the things I can't. That's just life. Other than that, man, that's all I got. Your free video. If you guys made it to the end of this video, I appreciate y'all so much. I know the videos I've been doing a lot better, and the last video really went up there, popped off, man. I'm glad that my voice got heard by 700 people. So that means there's at least 700 people that heard my voice and understands that they should not buy from that scammer, man, from that whatnot guy, bro. So, man, peace. I'm out of here, y'all.